background. I know all about you. I've been watching your channel, but for some of my subscribers, they might not have yet. So
Mm,
first off, we know that you own Elite Hauling. Where are you
yeah.
located, and how many years you been in business, bro?
So I'm in St. Petersburg, Florida, but most people know it as Tampa, Florida. I guess that's the more known area around here. And I'm actually transitioning from St. Pete into Tampa more. So that's almost both my service areas down here in Florida, which are, if you combine the two, that's like close to 1.5, 2 million, I think my service area is. So one of those huge markets just down here in Florida. And I am in my, I think this is going to be my fifth full year in junk removal because I started in April 2021. So I kind of didn't start like in January. So I think when we pass that, that'll be my fifth full year. If I'm doing the math right, not good at math. But yeah, so that's pretty much the background. And just started from, if you, it's all on the channel, started from the Harbor Freight trailer on the garage that I bought for $350. And now I am where I am today, just chasing that scaling motto.
Hell yeah, man. Well, I love it that you got such a population in that area, and it's a booming area because I know everybody's moving over to Tampa. It's
Yeah.
a real hot and busting area. I'm actually been looking for laundromats in that area. That's where my chase. I started off looking
Hmm.
down in SoCal. Did about 6 months down there. Wasn't coming across anything, but now when I go back over there, I'm going to be looking in that Tampa area. I'm hearing a lot of better things over there, price wise and all. So definitely a
Yeah.
great area, population growing, 1 million people, definitely going to
Hmm.
have a lot of clients to pick up over there. So how old are
Hmm.
you, bro? You look like a young hustler and all.
I'm 26 now. Started when I was, what would that be, 22? So just learning as I go. But I wish I would have started this when I was like 18. Honestly, I started right when people started posting on YouTube and stuff. So that area, that population comes with, I mean, every franchise in the book: Junk Luggers, College Hunks, 1-800, um, what's it, Junk King, and all the little ones, and then the 100 private haulers too. So
Yeah,
population's great, but
you
the
got all the
bad
big
spend.
boys coming in for that market, man. They're trying to
Yeah,
swoop in for sure. So let
yeah.
me ask you, bro, what got you in so early, bro? Like, how did you come across junk removal?
I was flipping couches on Facebook, so just buying couches. This is also on my YouTube. Just buying the couches, cleaning them up, or just getting them for free, and that when they were in good enough shape, and then just relisting them for like twice as much as I got them for on Facebook Marketplace. Sometimes three times, sometimes even like eight times. But um, I just that started working pretty well, and I was doing like anywhere from like 500 to 1,000 a week, and I was doing it all in the back of a short bed pickup truck. So
Hold on one second. 500 to $1,000 or 500 to 1,000 couches a week?
$500, $1,000 a week, which to me
Oh,
was like crazy because my background was working for my dad in like construction, but he had me doing the basic shit because I don't have a background in construction. So I was doing like painting, pressure washing, simpler tasks. So he would pay me anywhere from like 15 to 20 an hour. And then also on top of that, I was in and out of like bussing tables and bar backing. So as you could see, like I'm used to working for 100 to a great night, $180 on a 6 hour shift. So once I started making 500 to 1,000 in couch flipping, that's when I like started taking that a little bit more seriously, and I got a trailer, and that's where the Harbor Freight trailer came from. That's all over the place you see on my channel back in the day, but
I got to stop you right here, man, because this is amazing to me. And I remember watching your channel, and I remember
uh,
watching that, and you got my attention real quick with that. Just because with junk removal, we pick up a lot of couches and all. And actually, my first job in junk removal 2 months back
mhm,
was a couch removal. So when you say that, I'm like, oh, like dollar signs are going in my head. I'm like, so a couch is a good business to get into and all. How did
mhm.
you come across that? That young?
So I was fresh out of a job I quit for bar backing because I got COVID. This is weird. It's probably like, how's this starting here? But anyways, it was a bar backing job slash Bossing tables that I quit because I have COVID and they demoted me to a hostess. And I was like, I'm a 6'2" foot, 18-year-old, 19-year-old, whatever I was at the time, kid. I was like, I'm not gonna be a hostess. So I quit that. Then I went to car detailing. And then I didn't like car detailing because I hurt my back so much bending over in a car for 4 hours at a time in the hot sun. So then I started just researching stuff on YouTube. Like I've done all my life. I've always tried to learn stuff off YouTube. And then I seen a couch flipping video on Ryan Panetta. I don't know if you know him. He's like a lot bigger YouTuber. And he posted a video of making like $8,000 to $10,000 a month off flipping couches. And I got sucked into a few of those videos and I just like, screw it. I'm going to go try it. And I just bought a couch off Facebook for $60, like right down the road from my house. And then I sold it like same week for $175. And I was like, wow, that was literally 2 hours of effort. And I made what I would make in a whole day working any other jobs I was doing. And it wasn't even an ideal couch. It was a regular sofa. It wasn't even like a nicer sectional or anything, which eventually I got into, and those were way better. And so that's just how that started, literally just learning it off a YouTube video. And then that scaled into the trailer. And then the trailer, I was like, well, I wanted to see how I can make more money with this trailer. And that's how I came across junk removal, like Matt and JoJo's videos and a few other people just making $1,000 a day with a truck and trailer. And then that's just
So
scaled into this.
I got to ask you, man. So how is it so easy? Why is it so easy to move couches? Like, where do you move them?
It's probably in my area because the population and people are getting rid of couches and buying couches so fast. And the couch market is like, people need to get rid of couches. As you know, as a junk removal guy, like your jobs are removing probably a lot of couches, a lot of mattresses, and a lot of stuff you could resell. But some people list the nicer stuff that's in good condition on Facebook for like super cheap because they'd rather make $50 on a couch than have to pay me or you $200 to remove it. So even if they take like a massive loss on selling the couch for super cheap, it's better than paying us to remove it because they have to get rid of it. So that was another way I was looking at it, and that's why I started junk removal. But yeah, the couch thing, it's just so many people are listing couches to get rid of it because they're going around price shopping junk removal companies, and you know how expensive we can be. So people just list them for cheap, and that's, you could just scoop up a bunch of couches for 150 bucks, and then you can list them for 300, 350, 400 bucks, and you could do that all day long. But it might be even my fault, but once that got out on YouTube a lot and kind of blew up, I noticed it got saturated in my area to where I had people coming to buy the couches I got to resell them because I was just turning and burning these couches so fast and I was getting them for such good deals. So yeah, it just, that kind of started slowing down. But at the beginning, that was a gold mine. Like if I would have took it more seriously and just picked up like a bunch of couches all around town in like a 15 cubic yard dump trailer, it could easily have done 10K a month just flipping couches. But
Now, where would you keep them? You know, because obviously, you know,
that was one of the biggest problems was the storage. I rented a 10 by 10 down the road, and then I would also fill the garage downstairs. And I would usually have like everything pretty full at once. But yeah, that's all I did. That was one of the biggest problems is once my stuff was full, I had to make room for it. So I had to get rid of it, or had to get rid of something before I could buy something else. That was one of the major things that held me back on scaling more out of like the $1,000 a week to 10,000. But I was scaling that, and it got slower, but it was still like making me more and more money just over time, just not exponential growth like it was in the beginning. But then junk removal started, doing a lot better, and that was a lot more fun. And I seen a big, like an actual building a career in business in the junk removal, so I kind of just stopped the couch thing altogether. But I still thought about it the first couple of years in slow season, around that winter time when you're not really working much. I was like, damn, I might go flip some couches just to just to pay these bills and not make my bank account go the other way.
So what do you
But
do today if you get a couch? You know, if you do a couch
if
removal,
I
do you
get a
try selling it?
couch, yeah, if I get a couch and it's a sectional couch with no rips or tears on it, and like it doesn't have like a broken arm under the cushion or anything, I'll drive it all the way back to my house and keep it because it's worth it. I know it's easily two to $400. But if it's like a sofa and there's like maybe a small rip or stain on it, it's not really worth it for me because if say I'm 30 minutes across town, I have an employee sitting next to me that's clocked at $20 an hour. Then you just have my time, wear and tear on a vehicle, gas. It's not worth it for me to like save $150 couch. If I had a shop like right in the center of my service area, that'd be a different story. But I'm coming all the way back here. I pretty much live like the farthest corner on the beach, and then most of my service area is like north, south, and east.
When you
So,
say that, Ricardo is who comes to mind. Ricardo from Texas. He's a
yeah,
little
yeah,
controversial in his ways, but
mhm,
he always preaches with having the headquarters being in the center. He's
mhm,
able to make a lot of
yeah,
extra money, and he was showing us a good example where he puts on the big dumpsters on his property, and this way
mhm.
he could just collect the junk in there before he goes to the dump runs, and it saves him a lot of money on the dump runs and all.
Yeah, especially because, like me, I'm one of those people that spends a lot on scaling because I'm in one of those areas where it's just posting on Facebook, posting on Craigslist, and your SEO, even if it's ran by like some of the best people, is not going to get you to like $250,000 just because there's companies around here that have been around for 10 years, and then there's 7 franchises that are spending $10,000 to $30,000 a month on Google Ads and their SEO and all that. So it's kind of like I have to spend a significant amount of money to break out of that, like private average hauler, or I'd be like stuck making, 6 figures a year. Like there's 30 other people around here doing that. So, oh, my point was, selling the couches will be nice to cover some of that expense because this year I'm looking to spend maybe 60 to 80,000 on ads. So any extra money that's from reselling stuff or
It's gonna
stuff like
help.
that, well, yeah, it would help,
Yeah.
especially if it's like a couple pieces, a couple $100 a week. That'd be nice because like sometimes I'm just spending a couple $100 a day on ads and it adds up, so
Definitely.